Let's talk about AMD. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things. AMD. Let's talk about it. That's Salt and Pepper. If you kids don't know, I'm aging myself. I'm sorry. Welcome to the Modern Wealth Show. Today I'm talking about AMD stock. If you know about this stock, if you're a long-term holder, then you have been going through some pain this year. This is probably how you feel.
I want to do this, making me out.
But it's all good. I'm going to show you what you need to know about this stock and how I would go about buying or selling or just watching this stock in case you want to invest in it. I want to go over some technical analysis. This is AMD stock on the weekly time frame, so each candlestick is a week. It hit its all-time high on March of 2024, and ever since then it has just been falling and falling. It is a falling knife right now. So there's no signs of a reversal yet. So it's still a little early to be going all in and buying. But I think you should start DCAing in, dollar cost averaging. I believe it will do something like this. It will go down, hit the 96 area where there is some big resistance. They're going to try and liquidate all this resistance over here. And it's going to chop up for the first half of 2025, something like this, go down, chop up. In the second half of 2025, it's going to start turning some heads, and people are going to start looking at AMD and how it's executing its game plan. It's staying behind NVIDIA, and AI is the move. I mean, AI is not going away. EVs, home appliances, there's so many things that is happening that I believe is going to hit its all-time high eventually, sooner than people think. And one of the main reasons why I think this company is going to turn around is the CEO, Lisa Su. She was named CEO of the year in 2024. If you're going to invest in a company, if you're going to follow a company, then you need to know who the leaders are, because everything starts and ends with them. Her employees even say she's demanding, she's an overachiever. But since she's been CEO in 2014, she's turned around this company from the verge of bankruptcy. It was a $2 stock to hitting all-time highs, $227. That's 100x in less than 10 years. So she knows what she's doing. She is also Jensen Huang's cousin, who is NVIDIA's CEO. So two of the top chip makers in the world are related. That's crazy. Take a look at more details about AMD's growth. Keep in mind there are 4 segments to their revenue, data center being number 1, client, gaming, and embedded. Their revenue for the full year 2024 increased 14% year over year. It was $22 billion in 23 and $25 billion in 2024. So good growth there. The gross margin is increasing as well. In 2023, it was 50%, and in 2024, it's 53%, a minor upgrade there. Keep in mind, NVIDIA's gross margin, meaning their profits, is in the 70 percentile range. AMD is striving to get there. I think over time, more efficiency, they will get better, and they will grow their gross margin as well. So this is the money maker for AMD, the data center segment. The revenue for Q4 2023 was $2.3 billion, and Q4 2024 was $3.9 billion. That is a growth of 69%. That is Facebook and Microsoft buying the GPUs and CPUs, the EPIC semiconductors. They are building out their data centers for their AI programs and all that good stuff. Client segment, their revenue is also beefing up, $1.5 billion in 23 to $2.3 billion in 2024. That is an increase of 58%. Now that segment is also going to get a huge boost with their partnership with Dell. Dell is going to be putting their semiconductors in their PCs. That is big news. Now the bad news. You gotta show the bad news. So the gaming segment in 2023 brought in 1.4 billion of revenue. In 2024, it was 0.6 billion. So that is a drop of 59% year over year. So a lot of people are saying it's cyclical. PS5 came out, there was already people buying it last year. So a lot of people were not buying gaming semiconductors this year. But my opinion is that this year, second half is going to be much better. The GTA 6 is coming out, Grand Theft Auto 6. That game, everyone is going to be playing it. And they have a new generation Radeon GPU coming out. So it kind of lines up well with that. I think a new cycle in GPUs for AMD is going to happen, and this revenue is going to pick up this year. Embedded segment as well, 1.1 billion in 23 to 0.9 billion in 24. That is a drop of 13%. This is going to pick up as more and more companies are using AI. So gaming and embedded have been a hard drag on the stock so far. That's why it's going down mostly. But these are the catalysts that's going to turn that around. Some of these I mentioned already. One thing being Grand Theft Auto 6 coming out this year, hopefully. Hands down, I already know that's going to be the most anticipated game ever. That's going to be new refreshes on GPUs. People are going to buy PCs just for that game alone. And the Dell partnership, where AMD's Ryzen semiconductor is going to be exclusively for Dell laptops, pushing market penetration for that, including all the investments that are going into AI right now. The Stargate project, which is 500 billion going into AI. Apple just newly announced that they're investing $500 billion into AI over the next 4 years. These four tech giants putting over $300 billion just in 2025 alone. So there's a lot of money to be made. If AMD can get a little slice of that, then they're going to grow exponentially. NVIDIA got to $1 trillion market cap by taking advantage of the data center revenue. That's the training of the AI, which all the companies are buying their GPUs in order to train the AI. AMD's focus was more on diversifying, so they didn't get as much revenue from the data center, but they are looking forward to Edge AI. Edge AI is basically controlling your AI locally, so your PC being able to do AI in its PC. So right now when you use ChatGPT, it's going to the cloud and the cloud come back to you, so you're answering. So that takes time, there's some latency, and it's not as trustworthy because it's going up to the cloud. Maybe someone can hack it, take it, whatever. Your data is going somewhere. AMD is going to take advantage of the fact that laptops are going to have their own local AI, wearables are going to have it, home appliances, EVs, all that stuff is edge AI where there's no cloud involved. AMD is going to take advantage of that exponentially because of their inferencing chips and the way their chips are set up so that it's more diversified. But what do you think? Is AMD undervalued? Is there more downside coming? Are you buying now? Are you waiting? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see some more breakdowns of stocks. Let me know which ones you want. Hit a like if you learned something, and stay tuned for more. Peace.